Hello students, welcome to Saurya Learning. In this session today, we are going to start with the fresh chapter which is known as the business ownership. You think that suppose you are going to start a very good business, you have a very good business idea. Now how to start that business? What type of business entity you should start? Either you should start it alone as a sole owner, or you should have a partner, or you should make a company. So these are the major questions that comes in our mind that when we want to start a business, right? So जब भी हमें एक बिजनेस आइडिया आता है या फिर हम सोचते हैं कि हमें अपना एक खुद का बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन कि हमारा बिजनेस कैसा होना चाहिए. क्या हम अकेले ही उस बिजनेस को ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं, और वी नीड एनी पार्टनर और पार्टनर्स, या फिर हमें एक एज अ कंपनी चलानी है. So in this chapter I am going to answer all these queries in your mind. Here in this chapter we are going to study the 4 major types of business entities. हमारे पास 4 बहुत major types of business होते हैं. So the 4 types of business entities in the market are the sole trader, the partnership, the limited company, or the limited liability partnership. I am going to explain all these 4 types of business entities one by one to you. First type is sole trader. Sole trader, as the name is suggesting, sole. Sole क्या होता है students? अकेला. S-O-L-E, sole. अकेला. आपने देखा होगा आपकी मार्केट में कोई स्टोर है दैट अ सिंगल ओनर इज रनिंग, दैट अंकल इज रनिंग द स्टोर. हाँ, वी कैन हैव एम्प्लॉयज अंडर देम. उनके पास सर्वेंट्स होंगे, उनके पास कुछ लोग होंगे जो उनके लिए काम कर रहे होंगे, बट ओनर कौन है? सिंगल, वो अंकल ओनर है. तो ही इज द सोल ट्रेडर, right? So this type of business where we have only one owner but he or she can have employees working under them, so that is your sole trader. So अब हम पढ़ेंगे इस sole trader के features, कैसे वहाँ पर documentation होता है, वहाँ पर क्या liability है, क्या documentation है. So this is the features under this sole trader. So class, मैंने अभी एक word बोला liability. Do you know what is the liability? Liability is something that you owe, right? What you have to pay to the others. अगर आपने कोई goods या services किसी से ली है, you pay in return. तो अगर मैंने suppose किसी से एक 50 रुपीज़ का good purchase किया है, या फिर मैंने 50 रुपीज़ का auto service ली है, so that means I am liable to pay that 50 rupees to that auto rickshaw puller, right? So this is my liability. Hence किसी भी कंपनी की एक लाइबिलिटी होती है कि आपको इसको पे करना है. सो दिस इज नोन एज द लाइबिलिटी. अब हम बात करेंगे कि हर इस बिजनेस एंटिटी की लाइबिलिटीज़ के लिए. सो इस बिजनेस एंटिटी जिसमें हमारे पास एक ही सोल ओनर होता है और जिसको हम कहते हैं सोल ट्रेडरशिप, उसके क्या फीचर्स हैं? द पर्सन और द ओनर कैन इन्वेस्ट एनी amount of money and can withdraw any amount of money as and when he needs it. That means आपको किसी से परमिशन नहीं लेनी है, कोई मेल नहीं लिखना है, कुछ नहीं करना है. आपको जितना पैसा आप अपने बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हो आप कीजिए. आप जितना पैसा विड्रॉ करना चाहते हैं अपने पर्सनल यूज के लिए आप कीजिए, बिकॉज यू आर दी सोल ओनर. सो दिस इज द मेन फीचर ऑफ दिस बिजनेस एंटिटी. You can have employees working under them, that is they are your employees, you just have to pay their salary. They do not have anything in part in sharing of your profits. ठीक है. And next is your unlimited liability. Unlimited liability का students, what do you mean by unlimited liability? Means suppose आपने बहुत बैंक से लोन लिया है या फिर अपने relatives और friends से लोन लिया है to start your business. अब सपोज आपका बिजनेस रन नहीं करता है या बिजनेस फ्लॉप हो जाता है, तो अनलिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी, अगर आप अपने बिजनेस को बंद करके भी उतना पेमेंट नहीं कर पाते, रिटर्न बैक नहीं कर पाते बैंक को या फिर अपने फ्रेंड्स और रिलेटिव्स को, तो आपकी जितनी पर्सनल वेल्थ है, यू आर ऑल्सो लाइबल टू पे योर पर्सनल वेल्थ, राइट? सो अगर मैं सोल ट्रेडर हूँ, तो अगर मेरे पास एक घर था, एक ऑफिस है, बट ऑफिस में मेरा बिजनेस अच्छा नहीं रहा, सो व्हाट if I have to pay 10 lakhs to the market and my office is closed now, then I am liable to pay those 10 lakhs from my personal wealth too. Either I have to sell my car, my jewelry, my home, whatever I have to do, but I am liable to pay from my personal wealth. This means unlimited liability. So यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे इस बिजनेस एंटिटी के what are the advantages and disadvantages. एडवांटेज क्या है स्टूडेंट्स, कि आपको जितना प्रॉफिट लेना है आप लीजिए, आप पूरा जो भी डिसीजन लेंगे बिजनेस के लिए वो अकेला आपका डिसीजन होगा, आपको किसी से डिस्कस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आप जितना पैसा इन्वेस्ट करना चाहे आप उतना पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, जैसे रन करना चाहे वैसे रन कर सकते हैं. बट what is the disadvantage again? That if your company stops, if your business do not run properly, then your personal wealth is also liable. That means you have unlimited liability. So we will use this term limited and unlimited liability again and again in this module. So you should be clear what do you mean by limited or the unlimited liability. Unlimited liability means your personal wealth is also on stake. सोल ट्रेडर का एक नेक्स्ट फीचर हम बात करेंगे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन. आपको एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है एज अ सोल ट्रेडर, तो आपको क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्स यू नीड टू सबमिट टू द गवर्नमेंट? No document is required actually. So you just have to pay the income tax to the government for the income or the profit you are earning. You don't have to submit any documentation to the government. So आप उनको just बताइए कि हमारा ये business है ना, हाँ आप उस profits के जो भी profits earn करने हैं उसके according calculation income tax pay कीजिए. So no legal documentation is required in the case of sole trader. So this is the next feature. And next is you just have to pay the personal income tax. आपको corporate income tax नहीं pay करना है students, आपको सिर्फ personal income tax pay करना है. So these are the some features of sole tradership, जहाँ पर हमने देखा sole tradership is the business which is owned by one person and which is not a company. Then sole traders can withdraw as much as money required and can invest as much as money is needed in the business. Then sole trader can have employees working under him or her. Then sole traders have unlimited liability, that is their personal wealth is also, they are also liable to pay their debts from the personal wealth. There no specific legal documentation is required to start this business, and you need to pay just the personal income tax for in the case of sole trader. The second type of business entity is partnership. Partnerships, आपने सुना होगा he is my partner, she is my partner, I have two more partners working under me. So what is this partnership? ये किस type का business होता है? I'll explain this. So partnership is the business entity where two or more than two people are working for the same company or are the owners of the same company. So where you have two or more than two owners in the company. So that means आप दो पार्टनर्स से काम करते हैं, तीन पार्टनर्स हैं जो लोग मिलके एक बिजनेस को रन कर रहे हैं, और it is not necessary 2, 3 or 4 or 5. You can have 100 of partners in a firm or in a business. So it is not, there is no limit on the number of the partners. You can have n number of partners in your firm. If you have big firm, you have many partners working for a same business. Now partnership में it is not that every partner needs to invest or needs to have the equal share. They can have either equal or unequal share of profits. For example, suppose my company, I have a business where there are 5 partners. It is not necessary कि अगर हमें 10 लाख रुपीज़ इन्वेस्ट करने थे उस कंपनी को रन करने के लिए, so सभी पार्टनर्स ने 2 लाख ईच इन्वेस्ट किया है. इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी. मे बी वन पार्टनर हैज़ invested 4 lakhs, one has invested 1 lakh. So total their investment is 10 lakh, but it is not necessary that all the partners have equal amount of share in the business. Similarly, they have the same equal amount of the percentage of investment they have invested in the business, same is their profit percentage. Suppose I have invested 50% of the investment in a company where there are 4 more partners, so my share of profit will also be 50%. अगर कंपनी को 20 lakhs का profit होता है, then I will get 50% of the profits under me. Right, so it means that the partners can have equal or unequal amount of share in the business. राइट. सो फर्स्ट फीचर हमने देखा कि पार्टनरशिप में हमारे पास 2 या 2 से ज़्यादा कितने भी पार्टनर्स हो सकते हैं वर्किंग फॉर द सेम बिजनेस और हु आर द ओनर्स. Then we have discussed that the partners can have equal or unequal amount of shares in the business. Now, suppose there are 50 partners working for a company. Now, if I say that all the partners have invested for that particular company, but only 40 partners are working for the same business, that means 10 people are not working for the same business. So as I said, suppose 50 partners in a business, 40 partners are working for the same business but 10 partners are not working. That doesn't mean that they are not partners. Since they have invested in the business, so they are also the partners. If they are not doing, then we call them sleeping partners. तो आपने सुना होगा sleeping partners class. They are the partners, they are the owners of the business, but they are not in the regular interest or the regular touch of the business. They are not properly working for them, but they have invested their money for that particular business. So they are known as the sleeping partners. Okay, so I will tell you one more scenario, students. Suppose my percentage of share in a company, in a business is 20%. I am 20% partner of a particular business XYZ. But suddenly I have some financial crunch और मुझे कुछ extra money needed है. So can I withdraw more than 20% of the share of profits? Suppose my share of profit equivalent to is 2 lakhs, but I needed 2.5 lakhs for my personal use. So can I withdraw from the company? What do you think? Yes, I can withdraw. I can withdraw more than my limits or more than my share of profits, but it will be included, it will be mentioned in my account that I have withdrawn more than this. Next time that will be deducted from my profit share. ठीक है, तो if I needed more for my personal use, I can withdraw more than my profit, but that will be compensated later on, right? So these are the features of the partnerships. Next we come to the liability. What can you say about the liability in the case of partnership? Here also you have unlimited liability. Unlimited liability, you already know the term. What is unlimited liability? That is, their not just their investment is on stake, but their personal wealth is also on stake. So यहाँ पर हम एक scenario, again I will tell you one scenario, students. There were 5 partners. I am supposing that they have the equal share of 20% each. Now the business is on stake, the business is going to be shut down, is going to be wind up because it is not running, and you have to pay to the market rupees 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs is your debt on the company. So आपने market से 20 lakhs rupees उठाया हुआ था. Now you have to pay back to the market. Each partner had invested 2 lakhs in the company, so they were holding 20% partnership in the business. What to do now? Who will pay the other 10 lakhs rupees? Who will pay? So this is, suppose 2 partners are well off from their background and 3 partners are not enough well off. They are not able to pay after ending their personal wealth also. They are not able to pay their share of investment or their share of debt. So that means they are jointly liable also. What is jointly liable? If one partner, अगर आपको 4 lakhs rupees और pay करना है, but one partner is not able to pay those 4 lakhs rupees, then other partners are liable. तो आप यहाँ पर jointly and unlimited liable words use करेंगे. Jointly means you are not just liable for your share, you are liable for your partner's share also. ठीक है, so this is very important term, jointly liable. So obviously you are unlimited liable because your personal wealth is also on stake, but your partner's stake, your partner's share is, you are again liable for their partner's shares also. Fine. So this is about the liability of the partnership business. ठीक है. Now next we come to the legal documentation. Again, you don't need any documentation, you just need a partnership agreement where the roles, responsibility and the shares of the investment of the in the company of different partners are mentioned. So if there are 10 partners, some 2 are sleeping partners, 8 are active partners, their percentage of the investment, their percentage of the holding in the business is mentioned in that partnership business. So you just need a partnership business partnership agreement to start the partnership business. And again, you don't need to pay the corporate tax. All the partners are liable to pay the personal income tax. So if you are earning 2 lakhs per month, you will pay accordingly to the government as your income tax, each and every partner, but not as a business. Fine. So again, I will just putting back all the points of the partnership, that is 2 or more owners, more than 2 owners. Then you can have equal or unequal amount of percentage of partnership in a company. Then you are jointly and unlimited liable for a business. Then You can have sleeping partners too. Then you don't need any legal documentation. You just need the partnership agreement, and you are not liable to pay the corporate tax. You are just liable to pay the income tax. So that is all about the partnership business. After discussing about the first two types of business entities, which is sole trader or partnership, next is your limited company. क्लास आपने बहुत सारी कंपनीज के नाम सुना होगा, XYZ लिमिटेड, ABC लिमिटेड. सो यहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे ये लिमिटेड कंपनी क्या होती है और इसके क्या फीचर्स होते हैं, और अगर आपको अपना बिजनेस एज अ लिमिटेड कंपनी स्टार्ट करना है तो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू और व्हाट आर द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस लिमिटेड कंपनी. सो अभी तक हमने दो बिजनेस एंटिटीज पढ़ा, उसके अंदर मेन डिसएडवांटेज क्या था स्टूडेंट्स, दैट देयर इज अनलिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी. Your personal wealth is also on stake. To counter this disadvantage, we have the another type of business entity, which is limited company. So if I define the business entity, it is a type of business which has its own separate legal identity, and it is different from sole trader and business partnerships. Okay, what I said, a term, separate legal identity. What is that separate legal identity, students? Separate identity means there is a name and identity of a company. Suppose I am starting that company XYZ. So यहाँ पर XYZ की अपनी एक separate identity है. So XYZ जितनी भी डील्स में काम करेगी वो XYZ के नेम पे होगी, not on my names. I am running the company, I am the owner of the company, but XYZ has its own separate legal identity. Hence, if you are working for a company, then you are working for XYZ, not for me. If you are dealing anything, if you are taking the loan, you are signing any property, you are signing any deal, then you are working for, or you are doing it as a XYZ limited company. As I said, separate legal identity, that means company is dealing everything on its own name, then I can say the company can sue or can be sued. So what do you mean by this line, can be sued or can be sued? So if any legal right or the legal action is taken against the company, then it will be taken against the XYZ name, not on my name. So if anyone wants to sue the company in the court, then he can sue the company, not me. I am not liable for anything. The difference between a owner and a company, everything will be done on the name of XYZ. Just the difference is the company cannot be imprisoned. आप उसको जेल नहीं कर सकते हैं, आप ओनर को जेल कर सकते हैं. You can charge a fine on the company, but you cannot imprison. So this is just the difference in the owner and the company. Otherwise, all the things will be done on the name of XYZ Limited. This is the main feature of this limited company. It has its own separate legal identity. Next, how do you share the profits? So whatever the limited company or the company is earning, you will be having the profits as a share value, increase in the share value of a company, and you will get dividends regularly from the company if your business or your company is doing good. So as a owner, you will be called as a shareholder of a company. This is very common term, students. आपने बहुत सुना होगा shareholder. So shareholders are exactly the owners of the company, but they have the percentage of share in a company. So they called as shareholders. वहाँ पर हमने partnership में we call them partners, not the shareholders. Here we call them shareholders. So suppose if I have 50% shares in the company, so I am the shareholder of. If you have even a 1% of the shares in a company, then you are also a shareholder of a company. So what the profit is distributed amongst all the shareholders according to their shareholding, and dividends are also distributed among all the shareholders. So this is how profits are shared in a limited company. Next is we have two types of companies, limited companies, private limited and public limited. About this we will talk later on. First we will talk about the liability of a limited company. So students, हमने देखा था last two business entities में what was the major disadvantage, that was the unlimited liability. यहाँ पर हमें एक नेम में ही वर्ड दिख रहा है लिमिटेड. लिमिटेड मीन्स यहाँ पर आपकी लाइबिलिटी जो है वो बहुत ही लिमिटेड है. आपकी पर्सनल वेल्थ, मे बी यू हैव 4 homes, 4 cars, 5 cars, anything is not liable if you have to pay, the company has to pay anything to the market. सो सपोज अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू अ सिनेरियो, कंपनी वाइंड अप हो जाती है, कंपनी शट डाउन हो जाती है एंड कंपनी हैज़ इट्स ओन डेट्स सपोज ऑफ 20 lakhs, 2 crore, 20 crores. So or any shareholder is not liable from their personal wealth. So you are just liable for the fully paid value of your shares, not the value of your shares. Why I am saying fully paid? Because there is a scenario of partly paid shares also. अब मैं आपको समझाती हूँ वो कैसे. सपोज एक शेयर है 100 रुपीज़ का, ठीक है, आपने उसको खरीदते हुए सिर्फ 70 रुपीज़ ही पे किए और आपको 30 रुपीज़ अभी पे करना है नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ्स बाद. इन बिटवीन दो 6 मंथ्स वो कंपनी वाइंड अप हो जाती है, वो कंपनी शट डाउन हो जाती है. तो अब यू आर पार्टली पेड शेयर होल्डर, अभी आपने पूरा वैल्यू तो नहीं दिया शेयर अपने शेयर का, बट यू आर लाइबल फॉर द फुली पेड वैल्यू ऑफ योर शेयर्स. दैट इज आपको वो 30 जो रिमेनिंग है वो भी आपको पे करना होगा. दैट मीन्स अगर आपने 100 शेयर्स लिए हैं तो आप जस्ट उन 100 शेयर्स की फुल पेड वैल्यू के लिए लाइबल हैं. अदरवाइज यू डोंट हैव टू पे एनीथिंग फ्रॉम योर पर्सनल वेल्थ, राइट. सो जितना भी शेयर होल्डिंग है आपका कंपनी में, उतनी शेयर होल्डिंग की फुल वैल्यू इज योर लाइबिलिटी फॉर अ लिमिटेड कंपनी. So after discussing the features of a limited company and their liability, now I will talk about the legal documentation. तो अभी तक हमने देखा था कि सोल ट्रेडर में हमें कोई डॉक्यूमेंटेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, पार्टनरशिप में हमें एक पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट चाहिए बस. बट टू स्टार्ट अ लिमिटेड कंपनी वी नीड द लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट्स. सो व्हाट आर दोज लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट्स? दैट इज MOA and AOA. तो आपने जनरली सुना होगा मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन एंड आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन. So whenever you are going to start any company, you need to submit these two documents to the government or to the proper firms or institutes started by the government of the country. That is memorandum of MOA and AOA, which is article of association. So these are the legal documents required to start a limited company. Next is talking about the tax, how the companies pay tax. They just pay the corporate tax. Here you don't need to pay the income tax. Shareholders pay their own income tax from the total income they earn. But as a company, since your company is a separate legal identity, the company has to pay the corporate tax to the government. Right? So here it is not just the personal tax the owners are paying, the company also has to pay the corporate tax to the government. They have to prepare their own balance sheet, they have to do their own accounting. So this is all, we are talking a company as a proper identity. So the company is doing everything in its own name. They are doing the business in its own name, they are doing the accounting, they are doing taxes to the government in their own name. So that means this type of limited company, this type of business entity has its own separate legal identity. So this is all about brief, all about the limited company, what are its features, then we have talked about its liability, then we have talked about its legal documentation and income tax. In further sections, students, we will learn about the fourth business entity, which is your limited liability partnership, and what are the two types of limited liability. As I said, the public limited and the private limited, what are the differences between them. So students, in this way we will learn the all four types of business entities that we have in our market and through which we can start our own business. Thank you. Keep learning. Stay safe.